everybody, it's Angelooney, the Art Sherpa, and today I'm going to show you how to paint this fantastic hot air balloon, galactic spacified going into space. On the mic today is my husband John.
Hi guys.
This is of course part of an Angelooney collab. If you would like links to the other hot air balloon painting over at Angela Anderson or to the Facebook group Angelooney where we come up with these kooky ideas, they're in the description. And also our moderators have them. I want to say hi to YouTube, hi to Facebook, and hi to Twitch.
Hi guys.
Hi. You guys ready to paint?
They are.
This evening.
We have a
live
crowd of people here so ready to see us. They're all ready for their painting. And this is pretty cool. What have you got for us today? What is this painting?
You like this?
I do. This cosmicness.
This is such for my imagination.
This
is like really unbridled.
Deep Sherpa?
Deep, yeah. It's really deep. So we have this. Okay, so I'm watching Emerald City. This is really what's going on here. And this has sort of come out of that. And when I was doing this, I was super excited about the idea of these sort of tunnel and spiral of clouds and showing you guys some different ways to get that. And then I really like the idea of combining the star in there and then, of course, the constellation. So I am really excited about that. This particular constellation is Sagittarius. It's not my personal constellation, and mostly I picked it because I thought it looked interesting. There is a traceable.
There is.
There is.
Oh.
So you don't have to draw it if that's not your thing. Don't worry about that. I have a 11 by 14 canvas board here. This one already has wishes on it.
Oh, good.
All ready to go.
Why don't you tell us what those wishes are?
I would. So we have Sage 13. She needs some relief from her parathyroid and to get and feel like a regular teenager. You know, sometimes when you go through something big when you're, young, when you're starting to begin your adulting, your teen years,
beginning your adulting,
you already feel just as weird as you can, and then when you have something else going on, it just makes you feel outside. So she's just wishing to just kind of feel like just normal, just regular amount of teenage angst.
I totally get that.
Yeah. Also, I wished for good dentists and dental health, and also love for all dentists.
Oh, yes.
And I have love for mine because I didn't do anything major to my teeth yet. So I got deferred. Very excited about that. Support and love in a screening and a cure for postpartum depression. This is a big one, which is one of our community members lost her daughter to postpartum depression. Mm-hmm. She's painting to deal with that. And I just want to say to you, as a mother who's had 3 kids, right? If you are going through that, and this is different than I'm tired and been nursing and I don't have sleep and I'm a little bit sad. If you have that deep, deep sadness, just the most important thing that I want you to remember, if you were my best girlfriend, I would say this to you, is that this is not about you being a good mom or not. This is a chemical thing, and you just go right to your doctor right away. Don't wait.
Yeah.
Because it's serious stuff. This pregnancy thing is not for the weak of heart. There's all kinds of crazy things that could happen to you. Woo! So just know, not connected to how awesome of a mommy you are. Just go see your doctor. Healing for Jennifer. Just a ton. When I went through my teeth thing, there was just so many mouth healings I wanted to wish there. And gallstones.
Yes.
So a lot of gallstones have hit our community. So I have 2 people in my life that I'm wishing some gallstone health for that are personally in my life. And then healing for Tammy's grandma and just strength for her family right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, healing for everybody. Actually, just healing and peace and community for everybody right now. That's the vibe. I'm like, push that out there.
Now we've got the traceable for everybody, right? So
Yes.
not that button. Let's see here. I've got a button for it. That one.
Do you have
So
picture
there's
in
a
picture?
traceable. Yeah,
Yes.
there's the traceable. And
That's what the traceable looks like, just in case you're like, I can't draw that balloon.
That's and we do have picture in picture.
I got a little crazy with
There's
the
a
text.
little picture in picture thing.
So this is what we're going for. And guess what? Today, I'm going to use a Q-tip.
Oh yeah.
I am.
Oh, why are you using a Q-tip?
Well, I'm going to demo my experimental brushes, but I was going to show how you could do this, if you couldn't get my experimental brushes with a Q-tip.
Right. Okay, well, hold on a second.
Toothbrush, also using a toothbrush.
Hold on. I got to get my other controller over there. Oh, there it goes.
So I got this, and these are my weird tools today. Toothbrush, Q-tips, and a nail tool. But I have exchanges for all of this, so don't get stressed on it. Got a hair dryer, got water, got acrylic paint. Let's look at our colors, because they're kind of a little different than usual.
Oh, yeah?
So we have our usual culprit titanium white we like so much, and we'll be getting into some phthalo blue later in the painting. I have fluid carbon black, but listen, you could do any soft-bodied black paint will work on this. It's just a silhouette, or any paint. And I have titanium white fluid. This is my favorite product for making stars. Just my fave. It's my personal preference. I have my acrylic glazing liquid gloss. That helps me get my blends out. Cad yellow medium. Interestingly enough, this is naphthol red. It's going to give us a slightly different perspective as we blend in the diaxane purple. And of course, it's nighttime, so sippy sippy.
I'm having my kombucha.
Kombucha. All right, so I'm going to start laying this in. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, right here, just below the halfway point, if you look at the halfway point, just below that, I'm going to start my galactic swirl. It does help to say galactic, guys.
The galaxify.
Galaxify, spacify, all the things. I'm really going to be so sad if this galactic trend ever ends. Because I personally enjoy it very much.
We're all aboard the galactic train.
We are a little bit. I'm going to come here. So I've just taken a little, if you saw that, I took a little of my Cad yellow and I drug it out on, I've got a 1-inch stiff white nylon right here.
Now,
And I just pulled out from the side of the plop of the paint. Notice I didn't go in it. And then I pulled out from the side. This is paint management. And this, and then a little glazing. This helps save me money.
Now,
That's how I save money.
do you need naphthol or will any crimson work?
I think you can get away with any crimson. I really like the naphthol, but you can get away with any crimson.
Cool.
I used some graphite in here, guys, because I ran out of my watercolor pencils. So there's going to be some crazy swirling. You don't do that at home. So this is what I'm doing. I'm just going to keep picking up a little more yellow. Come over here. See the bead on the brush? Not really a big deal. And just keep brushing that around. You know, painting over these words, painting them into the paint. Hopefully you're going out there into the universe. You hope. You gotta have hope. So just that bead. I think that's one of the hard things is sometimes it's real hard for people to get just enough paint on their brush. And you can see I'm just going out in concentric circles. Where I want to lift up my words, I'm having to kind of scrumble a little bit, which is like my way of erasing them. But we have so much cloud work and so much stuff going on. Don't even worry about it. As I'm going out, I'm going to start going red and then maybe pick a little of this red and yellow together. Right? And just start that sort of warm blend. Acrylic paint, and you'll see me go on the side here, it actually blends quite well. It is not true that acrylic paint doesn't blend. What happens is acrylic paint dries fast. And dry acrylic paint doesn't blend well. Wet acrylic paint blends just fine. And it's when it gets dry. And so a lot of times for new artists, because they're, you know, feeling kind of unsure of maybe some of the stuff that they're doing, they'll work a little slower than I might work. And the paint will dry on them.
Are you using glazing medium there?
I am using glazing medium.
Oh my gosh. Oh. And I dropped my headset. Don't.
Did you?
I did.
I'm using glazing medium. And the reason is the glazing medium not only allows me to glaze, but it allows me to slow down the drying time of my paint. This particular kind. Some glazing mediums are designed to dry quickly, in thin glazes only. So please read the specifications on the bottle and make sure that it says that it slows down the drying time of the paint and by how much. So I'm just working this sort of concentric space. I'm letting it be streaky. And I'm working the paint while it's still wet. If this were to get dry, what I'd have is this sort of like rough bands. And I'm going to rinse out my brush right now.
Now, what size canvas are you using there?
This is an 11 by 14.
Okay.
You could do this on a different size canvas. This is one of those paintings that will size up or down easily. I'm pulling out the naphthol crimson and adding a little white. If you guys haven't got this particular crimson and you can add it to your kit, I think it's a really beautiful color. Just my opinion, and it will blend beautifully into this orange space. And I like that. How it does that. And I'm just going to keep being round with my strokes. Round.
Round.
Roundy, roundy, round. Have a nice little relaxing paint in the evening. Let my week go. Let my worries go. Put it all down. Stuff happens. Stuff be happening in the world. Sometimes I'm going to move my canvas around.
You can mess with my camera angles.
Yeah, I just need to get a better. I'm going to be doing that a little bit on this one, babe.
That's okay. I can
Moving canvas.
I have a robot camera.
Just because sometimes a different angle gives me a better handle on what I'm doing. So I'm just trying to work that paint around and create those blends. So later when I come back with those dramatic skies and the clouds, I've got some nice.
Now the nice thing is that this is canvas drama, which is very controllable.
Canvas drama, unlike life drama, which is just a bummer.
It can be. It can be. It can be exciting.
It can be exciting.
There's some proverbs about living in interesting times.
Yeah, you just gotta, if you can take what's happening in your life that you don't love and put it into your canvas and leave it there, you will benefit from that greatly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your art journal, wherever you're putting that stuff, take it out of your heart, put it in your art.
Definitely, seeing you paint, just when when you're feeling things, and, working through different emotions, with good ones, bad ones, indifferent ones, paint. You paint a lot.
I do. I'm very lucky. I get to paint because of what we're doing here on our YouTube channel, like every day. Many, many times a day. Many paintings. Because I have projects y'all don't get to see. So I'm working all day, guys.
Yeah.
So I work out a lot of stuff here. And then, what I can't work out here, you lean on friends and family.
No, let's talk
adding
about
this
your
dioxide in purple.
And you're letting it be streaky there.
Oh, I want this to be so streaky.
Why
I
is
want
that?
this to be so streaky and a little darker in the corner. So I'm coming into my darker dioxazine purple, and I'm doing the corners. I'm going to dust this darker in the corners. And the reason I'm doing that is that's going to help me. That's going to be my spacey areas.
Ah.
I need darkness if it's going to be spacey. You got to make sure it's deep enough for space.
I miss the darkness.
It's the darkness. Well, in this case, the purple. Because purple is my favorite color. It was sort of fun to do.
Do you believe in a thing called love?
Do I believe in what?
Do you?
I do. I know what you're saying, and I do. So I just add a little water to my brush, and I'm just pulling out the purple. And I do that sometimes to improve the fluidity of the paint. The trick is the paint should be exiting your brush, and you should be covering the canvas fairly easily. If that's not your experience, it's not that you can't paint. It's that there's some function between the paint and the brush and your canvas and the amount of water that you have on the canvas that's messing with you. Not you. And we talk a lot about those things, how that gets fixed, how you identify what it is, and how you fix it.
I see one of our Sherpettes out there. Betty sold her first painting today.
Congratulations.
Congratulations there. On your journey there to your art summit. Hey, look, Angela Anderson's there. Hey, Angela.
Hey, Angela.
How you doing?
She's doing, she did such a different, we were definitely working this design series late into the project. And so I didn't know where I was going versus where she was going. So I was so delighted to see what a fun, awesome, yet different perspective we both took on the project. And I think that's one of the best things about art. Is you can have a very good friend and you can both paint together regularly and you'll pick a theme or a topic and come up with something completely different. I am just honestly enjoying this blend here, guys.
Oh, I think it looks really cool.
And I'm just trying to give myself a good base so that when I come back with my Q-tippy clouds, I'm feeling it. I'm also feeling like I really, 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 really need to come back with just a little more paint here in the center. So I'm trying to get my purple out. And the reason I'm trying really hard to get my purple out is that purple and yellow are not friends. They're enemies on the block. No, that's not really true. They're perfectly friendly, but they are contrasting colors and they can gray each other out. And if you're going for a very bright perspective in your painting, it can undermine your goals. So I'm just coming back with a little white and yellow again because I have these words that are, showing through and it got a little dingy. And I want to make sure that those wishes are carried into a bright and optimistic future.
It is bright.
Just let my painting take away my worries. My painting, take away my woes, right?
I like it.
Take away your woes. It does that. It's its job.
We're woeless.
You leave a painting woeless, all the woes. You know, things that are in Vegas stay in Vegas. The woes stay on the art. So, super, super excited. A lot of good stuff is happening and coming up. I think we have a unboxing tomorrow. We got a
do some unboxing
community
fun.
mail tomorrow. I got to
Yeah.
put up on the schedule. Probably be later. All right, is that pretty woo?
I think that's pretty woo.
I'm going to add a little white because I feel like some of the woo is missing.
I think it's woo woo.
There we go. There we go. I just want to really energize this tunnel.
You go woo woo.
And I'm trying to paint at a pace, like sometimes in the lives I'll slow down a little bit than on my pre-recordeds, just so you guys have a chance
So they're
to
excited.
keep up.
Are you saying there could be another live tomorrow?
There could be another live
There
tomorrow.
could be another live tomorrow, Leo. Isn't that
And
awesome?
there's a really fantastic painting coming up on Tuesday.
And you should be dancing, Sherpa. We're at 333 people on YouTube. We're Sherpa. We're
Oh, I'm
full
going to
Sherpa.
dance and sip a sip.
Get your. So if you're at home and you're there, you should be wiggling
on
your
and dance with
fingers
us.
and wiggling your toes with us. And don't forget, if you can't get up and dance, to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes and celebrate that you're alive, because that's what dancing's for. And thank you for joining us, guys. There's, like I said, over 333 people here. We've got some. We had good numbers on Twitch. I'm gonna go over and take a look. We've got 6 people. 6 people.
Hi, 6 Twitchers.
Hi, Twitch. How you doing? And then on
How you
Facebook,
doing, Twitch? Are we bad at our discoverability on Twitch?
there's a grip of people on Facebook. There's like 100
Hi,
something
Facebook.
who's-
I love
There's
Facebook.
always so many people on Facebook.
Facebook is my
Hi,
jam.
Facebook.
Hi, guys. Just so you know, if you're commenting, I go back through and read them.
Yes.
So
and
even if I miss it, chances are I will see it because I go back through and read those comments.
like, comment, subscribe, share. Definitely share with your friends. Do those kinds of things. This is
Not any more sip.
our thing. More sip.
I'm messing with you.
I don't get to mess with me. I have buttons. I mean, you're in front of the camera. I can sit here and talk all day.
I'm going to get a little of my yellow on this Q-tip. Yeah, it's just this Q-tip.
Oh, and they want to see. There's some questions. We'll show Spider's car stuff tomorrow on the show. So
We're going to because we're super proud of him.
yeah, they were just asking about that. We'll do that tomorrow.
So I'm just taking right now just my yellow. And sometimes with the Q-tips they can get a little kind of like where they pull apart. This was my trick for this. This is kind of gross. Ready?
What are you doing? Oh, what are you doing that for? Is that
Spit.
cadmium?
No, it was a clean Q-tip.
Okay,
I put the cadmium one down.
Everyone's gonna have the cadmium. Oh
Here,
my God,
I'm going to show you the
oh my
difference.
God.
If you don't do the spit thing first, look what happens.
Okay, hold on.
See how this
That yellow
Q-tip
almost
disintegrated?
glows. It did.
Became sad Q-tip. So,
Oh.
spit. It's not now. It's done, and you won't see it fall apart like that again. These are the tips of our lives,
They certainly are.
and it'll still, it's still going to be Q-tippy.
QTV.
It's still going to do stuff, but it's just going to do better. And I often will roll them. I'm just trying to enjoy the shape of the Q-tip.
Okay.
I'm just using it. Sometimes I gotta. Woo.
So they're saying the yellow is a little washed out. I'm gonna try to adjust that.
Is the
'cause,
yellow a little washed
well,
out?
so what happens is that sometimes it's hard to adjust for that. So yeah, let me try. Let me see what I can do. Sometimes I can adjust post. I wish I had a better RoboCam on this one. 'Cause I could do it.
This painting live is not for the faint of heart.
Oh, there you go. Try that. Does that fix it?
Yeah. And as I'm going along, I'll come back and
Hold on.
what?
Trying to.
Came back and got some just white. And
There
you
we
can
go.
come and
That's-
add
oh,
some
that's much
just
better.
white. Right?
Sorry about that, guys.
I'm adding some just white to the top of my clouds. Can you see I'm doing that? So I've got this kind of darker yellow, and I'm just painting with this Q-tip.
Sorry about that.
Right? Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. Now, what do you use to clean your brushes?
Me?
Yeah.
I use Master soap, and I use Jack Richeson's linseed oil soap.
Nice.
That's when they go to the spa. When they're in the spa, they go visit the linseed oil soap.
Yeah, that stuff's awesome. It's like
Yeah.
magic.
That's when I'm just really recovering a brush.
Now, actually, the linseed oil soap, I'll say,
I'm going to keep spiraling out in like these ever-opening sort of spiral. This is really fun for me, guys.
Yeah,
You've been kidnapped into something I really enjoy doing.
Now, hot water from the tap and that linseed oil soap
Is very powerful.
I have recovered brushes that the Sherpa has left out overnight with paint in them.
Yep.
And just like not even a problem. It's just
I'm gonna
magic.
tip my canvas on this technique. What I would highly suggest is rotating your canvas so that your circles don't get away from you. So see, I'm just taking this crazy hot mess of a tool and making great clouds.
There was some reporting of some sports in the channel, but because it didn't involve Ferrari, I didn't understand it.
Yeah. All right. Enjoy your sports, y'all.
There's some rugby, I think, maybe.
Cool sport.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Some team that goes rah-rah for some other team. I'm so Phil DeFranco about sports. I need that sports shirt that he
I
has.
do too.
Sports.
If it has an octane rating, you get my attention.
Yeah. That's when John gets involved.
Yes.
And thus the derby happens.
That's right. Or space. I like
Or
the space races. I'm all about that.
So I'm going to come over and just even grab a little of this red into this yellow, and I'm going to get this nice kind of orange going here. Like you do. And I'm going to come and start. See, and I can just blend back into it. This is a really fun technique. And hopefully the Q-tip really brings home how not serious it is. Art is serious business. It's not that it's not, but if you take it too seriously, if you really get lost in it.
I'm not sure, Kareen was asking if you can get linseed oil soap at Michael's, and I'm not sure.
I have not seen it yet, but I have seen the masters.
Ooh, I'm going to plug my friends, the Brush Guys, because I know they
have it.
They have it. So if you go to brushguys.com, they have a bunch of different selections of oil soaps, as well as a wonderful selection of brushes that you can find. And if you use the coupon code TheArtSherpa, you get 5% off your
The
entire purchase.
entire order.
Everything you buy.
Not just the brushes, whatever. It's the entire order at the Brush Guys, 5% off the entire thing. And if for any reason the code is not working for you or has ever not worked for you,
call them.
Yeah, or email them.
Email them. Yeah.
They have a plan for that.
Yeah.
They got you covered. I just grabbed some red there. See, I'm getting these sort of red clouds.
Yeah, Jeff and Dave have got you guys covered. And if you have any, if you call them up and say the Art Sherpa sent you, they'll take care of you for sure.
They really will.
They really will.
So it's really fantastic. I'm going to go back and get some white. And this is kind of what I do the whole way around. I kind of just make this sort of somewhat round cloud. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of going to go round and around. Like you do.
Like you do.
Like you do.
John, Moxie has news. I have to go look over here. There's some news. I have to go see what the news is.
And pretty soon here, I'm going to drop a little star in because I'm getting kind of far into my project. I want to make sure everything's layering over the top. If I got any more, I'm going to need to put my stars on soon. If you want stars, you might not want stars.
Do you not want stars?
I always want stars.
Oh.
Right? Me? Always stars. And hopefully you can see how easy it is to do this sort of like vortex of clouds with Q-tips. Now I'm going to show you the easy star. I'm going to get some fluid white. And you'll be doing this a couple times. And I'm using the toothbrush this time because it gives me very controlled direction. You can see how I've loaded in the toothbrush.
Oh.
I'm going to come up here.
I want to get on that. Okay, shh. Robocam. She's slow.
Ready?
He's arthritic. Okay, go.
I'm just going to stay here and just keep. Right? I'm going to come here. Just add some stars. Okay, guys? Just a little bit. And I'm kind of directionally putting it out towards the edge of the canvas, right? Let's flip this over before we get too far in. Let's load, get a little more star. And just get galactic up in here.
So I'm going to give an art high-five to Moxie.
Hi, Moxie.
She sold her first 3 paintings in the past 10 days. And she's taking a portion of that to help with the guide dog associations to support future guide dogs. So thank you, Moxie. That's awesome.
That is
and
super
congratulations
awesome.
on selling your paintings. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
What do you got over there? I see
I'm just still, you know.
you're adding some more cosmic cloud.
I am. I've added a little glazing liquid. Just so it flows off my little Q-tip in a nice sort of transparent way. I'm going. I'm enjoying it. Having some fun. You can just work this. You can make this what you want it to be. Well, these little circles are not hard to do. Everyone see these little circle motions? So like I'll push up, and then I'll come back, and I make my clouds kind of a hot mess. Right? They do what they want to do. Like clouds will under wind currents and other things.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So we're just going around and around and around and around and around in real time, live, with our community.
Gotcha. This is pretty neat. You're just using a Q-tip there.
I'm just using a Q-tip.
Now, if you had a cloud tool, you could use it. A cloud
You mean
brush.
like my awesome experimental clouding tool?
Yeah.
Yes, you could.
Okay. So someday then there may be a use for
Would be ideal for this. And if you're coming to this video later and you have my experimental clouding tool, which won't be experimental,
So if you're a time traveler and you're showing up sometime later and you have that cool
you can
brush,
exchange that for this Q-tip.
Yeah,
Just go with what makes you happy. This is sort of fun for people, though.
yeah, when you have it, you'll know it.
When you have it, you'll know it.
Yeah, you'll be like, oh, you got it. Got that.
People are like, how will I know? You'll know when
it.
you know.
Yeah, you'll know.
Those who know will know.
Mm-hmm.
Those who know will know, and those who don't know won't know, and they'll be so sad.
I don't even know. So I'm just Is this the same Q-tip that you had spit on?
Well, no, this is the other end of one
Oh, okay.
that I spit on the clean. I don't spit on the, end that has paint because
What?
I don't put paint in my mouth.
No.
And therefore, I'm not as concerned with whether or not my ingesting paint is healthy or not.
Now, Sky has a really good question. Is there a substitute for the nail tool?
Yeah. Back of the brush.
Back of the brush. Back of the brush. Not like,
Toothpick.
not like the back of the brush, but like the
Toothpick.
pointy side of the brush.
Cut off one end of the Q-tip. The solution always in art is to just think outside the box.
Most artists take the box apart and use it for supplies.
Yeah, yes. Most artists use the box but take the box apart. So when you're looking at things in, this tutorial, any tutorial, and there's an ingredient, there is a tool, remember that there's always some kind of hack or exchange or workaround.
Mm-hmm.
And never feel like you're on the outside for any reason. Don't ever allow anyone to do that to you. No. You have to have this full in. It won't.
Mm-hmm.
But, dude, good tools are nice.
Now, we have a whole lot of new people with us here today.
Do
so
we? I would love to meet some of our new people.
Well, I would love to invite you to come hang out with us on TheArtSherpa.com, where we have our live chat going all the time. Everybody's out there hanging out, doing, we're generally in the red room. You can find us there chatting away. We've got a great forum out there going. There's lots of stuff that on the website
you're going to have to
do
change
now.
the red room thing when 50 Shades of Grey comes out.
Red is a color.
I know it is, but
it's not a shade of gray. It's not
It's
that I'm
like,
opposed.
please, John is not a fan of the book.
I don't. It's not that I read the book. It's just it just was not. It didn't have an octane rating, so it really didn't work for me.
Well,
So-
I don't know. You read Twilight. I mean, I'm never going to let that go. That's never going away. Did you think that was going away?
Yeah, but I kind of fell into that in like
You made us go to the movie.
I was desperate for books. And I was between the series The Name of the Wind and I don't know, I needed something. And it was a sparkly vampire. It was a new storyline. It was like, oh look, it's Peter Pan meets vampires. It could be, wait a minute, no. Train wreck happened. But
Just doing these little circles, guys. We're just doing these little circles.
I'll have a reading club soon.
Wait, to go with the ATC club, to go with the art game. Oh, listen, you're not, the COD thing on the art game, we're going to cover that tomorrow.
Okay, we're going to cover all our art game stuff tomorrow?
All of our art game stuff tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so if you had any trouble about art game, you come tomorrow.
Angela says, Team Edward wins.
Angela Anderson?
Yeah.
Oh, Angela. Oh, Angela. Please, Jacob.
He drove a Volvo, so it was really cool Volvo. So.
Werewolves all the way. But, whatever. You're going to have a team.
Yeah, I guess, it's tough, because if you consider things in the grand scheme of things, vampires have a distinct business advantage. Time.
I do. I picked up some purple there. See I'm moving these colors as I'm going?
Okay, Steffi Cakes just screamed, Can we please paint a vampire?
Yeah.
I think so. And she's like, okay, what time tomorrow?
We're painting one tomorrow. It's the Vampire ATC month. Get your fangs out. I'm going to add just maybe a little bit of this clouding back here. And then every time I get some clouding, I'll go back and just get some pure white. I had done this with zinc, but it wasn't giving me enough contrast to really feel like the fronts of lit clouds. So can we see how the spiral is happening?
Yeah.
It's not hard. It's a little time consuming.
So how do we mix John Carpenter's of Mars with Quentin Tarantino's his vampire movie?
How do we mix it?
Yeah, that's what we need.
I don't know. I think you got to ask Quentin Tarantino, right? Like that's his deal. Like he's the mashup music guy. He's got to listen to the music in his studio before.
I love his stuff. He's great music.
Some feelings here. I'm just gonna keep working this. Sometimes I'm gonna get my glazing medium up.
Carter, not Carpenter.
I love John Carpenter.
Carter, isn't it? I said Carpenter. I think it's Carter.
You're right, Carter. That's Edgar Rice Burroughs. Is that helpful?
Yeah.
There's some great writers.
We're just sort of we're talking about space in the clouds.
And then people
here.
will come on and be like, "There's too much talking. There's
Moxie's
too much talking in this tutorial. I want silent tutorials." If only you were on a place that had an endless amount of content in every flavor and style.
Moxie's like, "Did you read the Xanth series?" I was like, I think every public library was stocked with the Xanth series in the 90s. So you couldn't escape the 90s without reading.
You shouldn't anyways. I always felt like that's sort of where the Muggles came from, was the Mundania.
Yeah.
Was where she felt that Muggle thing. Or maybe we just some of us just always feel a little bit like outsiders.
Well World was cool too.
Oh, I love Well World. Jackie Chan awoke.
Jackie Chan. Nora Chang.
Nora Chang, sorry.
Jackie Chan.
No, it's Mavra.
Mavra Chang, that's right.
Boy, we're at the end of the day. We can't remember any of our favorite characters.
I'm like, yeah.
Call a lifeline, John.
Go
ahead, internet, have at us.
That's true. But those clouds are looking cool. Look,
aren't they?
Where we?
I'm gonna get back into my red and a little white here as I'm coming around. Because I've got to.
Let's see. There's a question here that is there's a very questiony question here.
A very questiony question? Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, give me questions. I answer them.
Okay, so in one of your previous lives, you used a paint pen. All I can find is oil-based paint pens. Where can you find an acrylic one?
I have the Molotovs on my desk right now. I can show them the package.
We'll show them the package. But
okay.
Can I? And while we're doing that, I'll also say is that you can use the golden fluid paints with the
pen nibs,
the pen tips, and they even make. Oftentimes, you can just go into the craft store and they have the little package of like 3 or 4 tips that go right on the bottle.
Yep.
You can.
A lot of times those are daubers, though.
Oh yeah.
They're daubers. Though you can put the fluid paint in any of the empty base pen sets, because Golden doesn't manufacture the pen sets. Yeah, they just make the ink.
Yeah.
But the nibs are pretty cool. And the Molotov, which I find on Amazon, are a good acrylic paint marker.
That's exactly what I want, Raven.
But remember that you can do oils over acrylics. You just can't do acrylics over oils. So you can use the paint markers over your oils. It'll be okay. So I'm just, every once in a while I'm coming back with the white and making the highlighted. See, I'm highlighting them. And that's how I'm getting the contrast, as I'm swirling out.
Ooh, and Lisa, our community manager, is reminding me that we have new polls that are ending tomorrow, or I should say old polls that are ending tomorrow and new polls that are beginning tomorrow, or something.
Please never miss a poll. I just hate to see y'all miss out.
Especially when you're running in the dark. Polls hurt. Don't run into them.
Oh, you're going to get this troll.
Dude, it's... I mean, I think all the trolls have gone to bed now. It's like...
They're like... Or they're like, oh, it's just not even worth doing. It's art.
It's like, no, they don't...
Let me go get a good game channel.
It's like, really?
Somebody worthy of me.
You're gonna troll the lady with the Q-tip making a cosmic cloud.
Who else should you, right?
I don't know. Can you ask the Sherpa how to get gesso out of carpet?
My best guess is what gets acrylic paint out of carpet. There's, of course, goof off and some great products, but never underestimate a little rubbing alcohol.
Yeah. So I would say is a committed effort of alcohol will dissolve it. And it can get scary because as it starts to dissolve it
can't be the pigment goes everywhere.
Well, right.
The pigment's what you really you can break down the binder.
Yeah.
But it's lifting the pigment. So once you get it to unset, then you're in the battle of, can I get this pigment out?
Yeah, and I've cleaned some clothes that have gotten like white paint on it, and it goes through this scary phase where it's like, oh my gosh, I just dyed this whatever color it was, and then if you with enough commitment, you can generally turn it around. But it's not for the faint of heart.
And my honest truth is, like, I have my little methods and my little cleaning products that I like.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, I love those Jerry's hand wipes, and there's just different things I like. But this platform you're on, wherever you are, whether you're on Facebook or Twitch or YouTube, somebody has made a video about this.
And here's a secret, Maureen. She said that she's tried alcohol to get black paint off her comforter. If that didn't work and you're at your last hope, try Jack Richardson's linseed oil soap.
Oh, did that get it out for her?
Well, it's worked for me, where you could use the linseed oil soap, and it does the same thing it does in the brushes. It does break things down, but I would say that if your stuff isn't color fast, then it may start removing some of the color there too. So
many joys during the journey. All right,
the
so here we go.
Can swing. Whoa!
How do we feel about that?
That's looking pretty spectacular.
Now I got this Q-tip to dispose of. And I'm going to dry this so that I can sketch in the paint my air balloon.
Okay. So, while you guys are going to say, thank you for coming and hanging out with us. And I don't even know how many people are here, but because I can't see it all, I'm looking at all the chats. But thank you for coming and hanging out with us. And you guys should come to TheArtSherpa.com, where we can continue to hang out and we can keep the party going and rocking. And oh my gosh, there's like over 300 people here on YouTube. And we have 10 people. There's 10 people on Twitch. 10 people on Twitch. Hi, Twitch people. We celebrate that because it's just so funny. And then we go, wow, way over 100 people over here on Facebook. Hi, Facebook. How you guys doing? So as I'm pushing my buttons and switching back and forth, seeing how's it all going. Nice to see you guys. It's so nice to see you guys. And I'm a new paintbrush named Trinity. Hi, Trinity. She's a little brush with us. How you doing? And for all the little brushes that are here and with us, thank you for coming and hanging out. Twitch is doing really good. She is the perfect dog, really. I mean, like if you went into the most ideal anime cartoon version of what a dog is, that's Twix. She's like the doggiest dog. The dog. And she's just like, and she knows it too. She's like, I'm the dog. I'm here to see you. And she does the I'm in trouble dog really good, where she lays down on the ground and doesn't trouble. And she does the I'm cute and I ate that shoe that you really love.
I just put out some soft body black paint and I'm loading it on my brush. And listen, I'm gonna sketch this in paint.
Okay, what are you gonna sketch in there?
I'm gonna sketch my air balloon in paint. You guys do it in chalk.
Okay,
I'm gonna do it in black paint though.
That's
I know.
Okay.
No, there'll be some adjustments. But first, I'm going to make my oblong. You do this in chalk. right? I'm going to get my oblong going. And I want to make sure that I got enough oblong to put in my constellation, right? So I want room for my constellation. And then I know I'm going to have a little area coming down the bottom of the balloon.
Yes.
Right? Like you do.
Like you do.
I'm going to make a short little line across. And then I'm going to just join it. And that's how I freehand it and paint a little hot air balloon shape.
Now I'm gonna plug our store here for a minute because they're at.
I'm just gonna paint this all in black.
Well,
so hey, if you're painting with me, paint this shape in all black.
All black. And while she's doing that, don't forget to go out and check out our shop.TheArtSherpa.com. That's where you can get things like the art game or the shirts and the mugs and all the stuff that we have going on. And
art game is starting up soon.
We have art game coming up, and there's all sorts of wonderful things going on out there. So don't forget to check out shop.theartsherpa.com for any of our cool Sherpa shenanigan equipment. So you can be an equipped Sherpa.
I intend to be an equipped Sherpa.
Be prepared.
Be prepared.
You never know when you're going to be like, someone's going to come up and be like, are you a Sherpa? And you're going to be like, dude, I got the shirt. See?
Is everybody happy with the pacing? Are we moving along quickly enough?
I think so. They're going to be like, John, stop it.
What? Stop what?
I don't know.
What are we stopping?
I'm just rambling on now.
Oh, good for you, though.
My brain is
good for you.
In sort of a glassy state.
And then you think to yourself, but I did all that cloud work right there.
But you did all that. Why did you do it? And then just... I guess
to get the nice flow of paint, sometimes you got to paint it underneath it. It needs to be sacrificed.
I see.
Sacrifice the underpainting to the glory of the whole. No, I don't know. It's a way of doing it. You do it a different way, that's okay.
I have been informed.
People are like, can I do it this different way? Sure, it's your canvas. I'm like kicking your door.
Okay, so
tell you to do it differently. You make yourself happy. That's what I'm doing right now.
Okay, so this is...
I'm going to draw my little basket a little bit lower.
I'm going to give you an unofficial poll data here, but some poll data that I found funny that's been fed back to me from my community.
Okay.
Is we're officially at 8 people on Team Edward and 0 on the other team, which is, I guess, Jake.
Really?
Yeah.
Am I like the only one who likes the clans of werewolves?
So I guess they're all down for immortality and go ahead, shoot me out of a spacecraft because I'm just going to be in space.
But you know, outside of that one family, the rest of that community kind of look like
Dude, no, vampires are totally spacefaring. They're all about it. I'm kind of seeing this.
Okay. Well, I've made my little basket.
Oh, Rachel's. She's like, I love werewolves. Don't leave me out. I'm here.
Okay, good. Rachel, man, okay. I needed some wolf fans.
Oh no, now they're coming in. Why are we having this poll? Why? How did we come? How did this happen?
You know what? We're talking and painting, and that's what you do. Painting is a social activity sometimes.
Sometimes.
If you're with your friends, some of the best conversations you're ever going to have, if I would just be quiet, is you guys painting.
Or if you join some of your friends and talk.
Or come by the channel and chat with us live. We're going all day.
That's true.
I'm going to load up my brush again. Told you we'd be back here. I told you, I didn't lie. And I'm going to give just a little star to my balloon. Because otherwise, how does it have a constellation if I don't give it some stars? Love it. Now I'm going to make some better stars.
So now there's like some wolf pack representation.
So I got this nail tool. But what else could you use? A Q-tip. What else could you do? You could cut one of the sides of these off.
Ooh, Stephanie said
you could do a toothpick.
And deliberately creative from Stephanie. She said you could use a finishing nail.
Finishing nail.
Which is really cool.
10 points for Stephanie from Deliberately Creative.
Book.
I'm giving out points. You get no prizes.
What do these points get you? Bad puns.
I'm going to just put some stars around. My little rule on stars is put as many twinkle stars as you feel like you need. If you got a lot of twinkle in your soul,
you just gotta warn me.
And you find it's being limited by your life, the world doesn't accept your twinkle, well then give it to them on the canvas.
Oh, Dawn's like, I'm on Team Spike. I don't know what's going on here with you guys, but Buffy represent.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah.
We just went Josh Whedon, so now I don't know. That's like some sort of internet rule, I feel, that we've crossed into. I am going to find a detail brush to do my, I'm going to use this little one. Oh, wait, no, I've got this one. I like this one right here. I'm going to use this little teeny tiny #1 bright detail. You could use a round, but I don't seem to have any right now. So I'm going to use what I have.
Danielle says that she's with me on the bad puns. They're the best. I'm like, are they really, though?
So I'm going to be moving my canvas as I need to give myself straight lines.
I don't... Team Buffy. All the way. All the way.
Until they made magic addictive.
What the heck?
And Willow
That was not...
just not awesome.
We don't talk about the Firefly days.
I love the Firefly.
Well, he was doing Firefly.
How many of us are like, I will leap on the wind any chance we get? And then with my enemies, when my enemies go to ground, I give no ground to go to. Yeah, too many movie quotes. I'm just putting the twinkles in, which is the long lines, 4 long lines, and the bisecting twinkles, right?
Mm-hmm.
You move your canvas, put in your lap wherever you need to.
Now, if you want to partake in more of these unusual conversations about things, we have more polls that I'm almost painfully saying that we're putting up on the website right now from our community manager, so we can find out whether
Everything about you.
about vampires and werewolves and what other oh, and the Lex, yes, excellent.
Oh, original BBC version all the way.
Yes, the American thing kind of got lost in its ways.
I think it's because we're Americans.
They're like, hey, let's take this really good British show and throw some money at it and make it really bad.
Except The Office, because The Office was awesome.
That was really good. But
So
I mean, Red Dwarf
just
was
making these little twinkles
It was
as I
good 'cause it
go
was
so that
underfunded.
my star is good. What?
said Red Dwarf was good because it was underfunded.
Yeah. And honestly, Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency, it's the jam right now. If you're not on it, get on it.
Rachel's loving the magicians. We've just derailed here.
Look, we're twinkling stars,
We're twinkling.
and we're going to talk. If you're painting at home, you're painting at home. Let's hang out together. It'd be like I'm talking to you, and you're not alone. Who wants to be alone?
I don't want to be
Right. Except for that one guy who's like, I did, and I want to do that painting, but you never shut up.
Oh, and you're double Sherpa, so congratulations. We'll dance after we get our twinkles in. We'll do
Yeah,
some
let me
more
get all my
dancing.
twinkles in, and then we'll have a little dancey, sippy time. Because sparkle party. When are we gonna? We gotta get with them. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Adding stars to my sky. As many stars as I want. 'Cause it's my sky. It's my sky. I like the star part.
Uh-oh, I lost you.
You did?
Where'd you go? Okay, here.
What'd you do?
I wasn't sure where you were. I gotta move the camera down after you because you.
Okay, I'm going to be
That's
heading
right, you're
back
good.
up after this star. I'm going back up to the upper right corner. Just
After
to
this
let you
one.
know where we're racing.
She's got me.
John needs a GoFundMe for a camera that can keep up.
I just need a faster one. I guess I could turn up the speed, but it gives people whiplash. I go.
You know, I think that we're going to
Look at
have
that.
to
See,
be
it
like,
goes up fast, but then people are like,
they'll be like, it's going too fast. This is
Yeah.
art on YouTube. This is art on Twitch. This is art on Facebook. It is not for the faint.
no.
And the weak, it is for the creative and the brave, where we paint together.
So,
Happy.
Karen from Canada was
Hi,
asking.
Karen from Canada.
Do you wash your paint rags in the machine, or do you just throw them away?
I wash them in the machine.
So yeah, we let them dry, and then once the paint's dried and set, then we wash them like normal.
Like if they get real solid.
Yeah, you just kind of pull. I pull them open and break them apart. But they we also use like shop towels that you get from the hardware store or your auto parts store because they're real cheap. Or we just use old rags that we're gonna throw away. So, all right. Oh yeah, double Sherpa. I'll give you some of that. Thank you guys. Oh my gosh. thank you for coming and hanging out with us today. We've been double Sherpa. We've got all of our people all over the place. I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna look at our awesome Twitch crowd. 15 on Twitch. So thank you guys for coming and hanging out with us.
How many on Facebook?
Facebook, there's always like a bunch. There's a grip. There's like over 100 something. You never really tell. There's like hundreds on Facebook. So
Hey, Facebook, reading all your comments.
we love you guys.
Reading them.
So, oh my gosh. So thank you guys. Thank you for all coming and hanging out. And of course on YouTube, we're doing great. Look at Cinnamon over there being silly. So I wanted to say thank you. We really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out. And, you should come see us tomorrow night because we're going to do some more of this stuff, aren't we?
Yeah, it might be the afternoon.
Maybe in the afternoon?
Hard to say. Gonna schedule it.
Are you going to put... No, you're not done though, are you?
Me? No, I still have stuff.
Okay.
Stuff to do.
Show me...
Right here.
Show me what you got to do.
Well, one thing I'm going to do, a couple things. I'm going to take this brush, I'm going to take a little of this phthalo over to this white, right? Mix those up together. So there's a nice amount of phthalo and white. Then I'm going to make a smile across the bottom of my balloon. Best I can. You can chalk that in if you need to. So now I know where my constellation is, and I'm going to follow my Sagittarius constellation pattern. And why did I pick Sagittarius? Because it was just cool looking. That's all it was.
That's when you like.
Any constellation or celestial body will work.
Now, you mixed some blue with your paint there?
Yeah,
Why'd you do that?
because all the really cool constellation pictures online are glowing blue.
Oh,
And I thought, that's cool.
There's a reason for that.
There was.
Yeah. But it's cool that you're putting them in there.
Yeah, I like doing it. It's fun stuff. And I just look at the pattern and I just try to duplicate it.
And, I think it's good to say that, when you're doing these, you don't have to be scientifically accurate.
No.
You should be emotionally accurate.
Yes, and if somebody comes at you with some scientific accuracy, don't put up with that nonsense.
Well, yeah. And, you can hear them because for them, the emotional accuracy of may be more important than you. So it's, that's okay though. Some people are, everybody has their own place, and art's very subjective. So
Yeah. So let's not, so much to get stressed out over these days, isn't there?
Yeah. So don't.
Lord, everybody getting stressed out over everything, me included. It's just like, man, just need to chillax a little bit. Hang in there. Keep on trucking.
Take a chill pill already.
Chill pill, like totally. Chill out.
And if you're still wondering what to do after your chill pill, you can go and hang out with all the Sherpettes on World of Warcraft.
That's right.
On
We got Pepe coming up, don't we?
On the Qtrig server. We play on Horde. The Sherpettes are out there all the time playing around. We don't get to get out there as much as we want though. We've been busy. We've been very, very busy this last quarter. We got to play more last year than we did.
But we're going to play this year.
We got some more stuff coming up though. We're going to have some breaks so we can play.
And then once I get my little dots in.
Honey's been playing.
Yeah, I like Honey.
Good, because she's your daughter.
Does help.
You should like your kids. You should like talking to them, hanging out with them.
You hope.
I took Luna out for lunch today.
You did. It's so cute when you guys go out.
Try to have our little things.
Spider got his soapbox derby thing, which is why John's a little tired. It's a lot sometimes.
Okay. It's all right.
Just follow along to your pattern. Just put the constellation in that's meaningful to you. It speaks to your life story, your hopes and dreams. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I got these little blue lines, connecting them. You know, and you could do a fantasy constellation
Mm-hmm.
that wasn't any of this.
Oh, you certainly could. You could make up your own. And you know what's funny is that you don't even have to do Western constellations because there's a whole lot of cultures.
Oh, yeah. I just grabbed this one. Please, if you got a better one, go for it. I make a little dot here,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to drag little brush strokes
Ooh.
out like this for the comet. See?
Yeah.
That's how I start that in the blue. I'm going to get some just white. You know, it's okay to also put a little tip of yellow on your brush.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to load it up with white.
Now let's see here. Someone was asking what our signs were. So
Really?
Yeah. So I'm born in December, so I'm a Capricorn.
I
And-
am a Cancer.
You're Cancer.
Can you tell? I'm going to art the world into joy. I've got a number 2 bright here. It's just giving me some control, and I'm going to make little triangle flying little clouds that, flags going off my little balloon here
Yeah.
in blue. And it's fine. So they're just wider at the top and taper at the bottom. Right? I'm going to come down here, and I like to wander around. I just make sure that my lines are parallel and converging at the same time. In other words, they follow along with each other, but they join at the end. Fun stuff.
Yeah, it is cool.
They just need to be a little wavy. Just a little wavy.
And thank you, Misty. She gave us a really nice thing, really nice message saying how she loves our channel. She loves having the
Aw.
free art resources. We love having you here with us, Misty. And for all you guys out there who are joining us here or any other place, or if you're a time traveler, joining us now or then, or even in a few minutes, we're still here to appreciate you coming and hanging out with us and painting with us. And don't forget, share your stuff with us. We'd love to see it. We'd love to see your paintings. It's one of the things that makes me the happiest is when I get to scroll through our website or Facebook or any of the places where I can Pinterest, Instagram, and see all the paintings you guys do. So
You can find those
It's really exciting.
all kinds of places. We look. I check the hashtags too, like ArtSherpa, hashtag TheArtQuest. I go
Hashtag
around, I
ArtSherpa.
look. Find you. I'm loving that the Twitter is growing.
The Twitter.
You know, I never. Okay, so like Twitter is a pretty upsetting place on a good day.
The Twitter. That's what I'm going to start calling it.
The Twitter.
The Twitter.
But now it's growing, and where our community is on the Twitter, it's kind of lovely.
Yeah, we have a nice place in the Twitter.
Yeah, the rest of it, man, I got no recommendation for. But our little space, our little corner of Twitter, super positive. 140 characters of awesome. Love seeing the paintings there.
Doop. Your hat's
And
hat's
I
in
just,
today.
it's a politics-free zone.
Mm.
We don't share
No, but it's not that we
We
don't
don't
have
share it.
political
any. We
opinions.
just don't subject you to
It's
it.
just not the place. This is a place for art and for us all to talk about art things. And there are plenty of places to get your politics on.
And you should.
And you should. And I go there and I get mine on too, but just not here. Because this is the place where we all come
So
together
if you just need a break,
for something else.
Angelooney, ArtSherpa, ArtSherpa.com, the Twitter, Instagram.
Yep. You can join us and we're going to just hang out. We're going to paint and de-stress and galaxify stuff.
And galaxify stuff. We
Galaxify.
can come together and for just a minute be okay with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And go back to our corners and lose our minds. All right. So I'm loading. I'm going to do little flags here. Just using the corner of my brush. They'll be little kind of arty flags. Little tiny flags. Flowing away.
Rachel says she loves the galaxy stuff.
Does she? Because guess
Oh,
what we
yeah.
just finished?
What did we finish?
This painting.
We did? No. There's no
Yes.
there's no signature.
Okay.
I see no
finished it.
signature.
I'm going to do it in white.
Give it to me.
And I'm going to find a little spot I think it's interesting. I like to find a little interesting spot to sign it. So that my signature is at least part of the composition in some way. But you sign wherever it makes you happy or not at all. It's just art.
And then you're going to have to do a you did it dance.
I got to do I did it. Because we did it.
You did
We
it?
galaxified an air balloon.
What are you talking about? That balloon punched a hole in time and space itself. It's a TARDIS. It is legitimately a TARDIS.
Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, Twitch. Thank you, YouTube. Let's all dance sippy sippy and do the I did it dance. I did it. I did it. I painted a hot air balloon in the space. I did it in the space. I twinkled stars made of vortex and did cloud with Qtips. Oh, I did it. Sippy sippy.
Sippy sippy. And join us at TheArtSherpa.com for all of our fun, where we do all of our kind of stuff. And you can go to shop.TheArtSherpa.com where you can buy all our swag.
You can subscribe and hit that bell.
Hit
YouTube
subscribe,
might tell you when
and
we're on.
You can share on Facebook with your friends. And if you're on Twitch, you can just go, what
So
are
here's
you
a little
doing?
secret, because you guys are like, how do I know when you're live? Follow everything.
Follow everything.
And one of them will get their kit together and send you a notification.
We hope.
But at least there'll be a post about it that you can see. You're like, oh, that's what's going on. Because we do try to tell y'all. And the calendar.
Oh, you tell them about the calendar
The
thing.
calendar on TheArtSherpa.com. The person who is the most up to date on whatever I'm doing keeps it updated. Our community manager.
Oh, yeah.
So she's like, if there's a change, it'll be there. If it's there, and we pop in that chat in the red room.
Oh, yes, we do.
So we're not hiding.
Nope. All right, so I think I got that over there. I guess I have to push some buttons here, don't I? Like,
We're
there's
going to
some.
see you tomorrow.
We are? What, that's right, we are. We're going to be doing the. Tell them. Did you already tell them? I've been paying attention
Yeah.
to buttons. Okay.
Be
sorry,
beautiful,
guys.
be good to each other, and we'll see you tomorrow. Keep on arting.
Love you guys.